She waves at you.
Right. Okay, well, it probably takes a little while for him to get down from the wall.
Oh, and you'll notice you were also equipped with a basic senses switch. You can switch to ultravision, infravision, and you can also, as standard setting, you can also see in conditions where there's not a lot of light. So yes. Well then, as you figure out how to get down from that wall, I'll move on to the next one.
It would be funny until the last person. So that's all of you. Any questions behind him? Oh, got it.
I'll first go to all the suits of armor. The next one is for Mr. Scrapper, and he points to a heavy suit of armor that has like a totally metal skull motif. Like the facial plate on the helmet is like a skull with red glowing eyes and stuff.
I do the metal sign. Nice.
Yes, I thought you'd like it. Try it on.
Right. I'm taking off my armor, not my pants. And, take a moment to shift around my visor and quickly put on the skull helmet. And try, put on the entire rack of awesome. And of course, these boots with 6 inches of heel underneath them so that I tower over everyone.
Oh yeah, of course it also has a lot of spikes. Let's not forget about the spikes.
Spikes, yes. So whenever I, am done eating an apple, I can just put it on my shoulder pad.
Yeah, and he says and it closes up in a similar fashion as I just explained to your comrade.
All right, make fist. Reach.
Yes. All right. Whoa! I completely forgot something.
That is?
That you needed to hand over your hammer first. Which he needed to install into the suit, sorry. Little gap in my memory here.
Okay. Not a problem, I'll do that and watch.
Yes, you'll lose your
hammer,
but I think I've made some improvement on the metal controlling device inside. He actually takes it out of that hammer and you have no idea how he figured it out how to do that so quickly.
Okay. I live. I learn.
Yep. Yeah, he clicks it into the suit, and then he gestures for you to try it out.
All right. Since the hammer is now a piece of metal.
Yeah, it goes back into the locker along with Ghost Spider's weapons.
I'm going to levitate them all. Thingy.
Yes. Like I said, it has similar abilities to your old hammer, only improved.
Huh. Alright. Oh, that's neat.
Yes. So, I'm not exactly certain how your hammer worked, but let's say that your armor works in a similar fashion.
Okay, sure. I'm just reading up on all the stuff and,
magnetism control is just enhanced mostly. What's new? Oh yeah, the debris field is new. You can basically pick up pieces of metal and use it as a protective field around you that you can hurt people with.
Like bullets.
Yep.
I can just go drop a box of bullets and people go, what?
Yep.
It's
also a nice combo if you first use disassemble.
Yeah.
And then you immediately have pieces you can use for your debris field.
Just imagine me hitting a Star Knight and Star Knight's armor with the hammer, with a disassemble, and then hitting her with her own armor.
In this case, you don't need to hit her with the hammer, you just need to punch her with the armor.
Yeah. Still, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, he gives you an explanation. Also, your deflect power is also improved. You can now basically redirect it to anybody attacking you.
Oh, nice. That will be very useful with Siren.
You can
shock. 7.
You can seriously shock people The Shocking Grasp, which actually is an Affliction 14. That's a high number.
Nice.
Ooh.
I see it. DC 24.
Your senses are greatly enhanced. I noticed that you are keen on your visor. I added more things. The suit also has a built-in warning system. It warns you from any incoming unscheduled attacks, shall we say.
Right. Awesome.
Yes.
That means you got danger sense.
Yep.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Also, your electronic awareness is now accurate, meaning you can accurately detect electrical signatures.
Oh, nice. Basically, there's software that helps me figure out what is what.
Yeah.
Like a Jeeves.
So even if you were blinded and there's electrical devices around you, you can still see them.
Oh, nice. I can see via those. I can maneuver via those, electrical devices like cell phones.
Yeah.
And comlinks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Stuff like that. It slightly also enhances your strength, although not to as great a degree as your spider friends.
Huh. Alright. Sure.
For you, I mainly worked on improving the existing magnetic control, enhancing your senses suite, and adding a lot of armor.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
This one can even easily shrug off a projectile from a rocket launcher.
Impervious plus 11?
Yeah,
Ooh,
he's
nice.
slightly exaggerating. You can survive it, but easily shrugging off, that's a slight exaggeration.
That's an exaggeration. I'm actually thumbing through the online the PDF manual of the damn thing. Ha. Oh wow. Right. Color me impressed, boss.
I'm certain you'll have a lot of fun with that. Moving on. Here we go. For you, I have something very interesting. He stops to, he walks to Paradox and he hands you a staff that has like a futuristic clock on the end.
Fascinating.
This is a time staff. It will greatly enhance your powers. Also, if I might be so bold, I have a little bit of a costume upgrade for you too. Going with the whole time team, I thought we could make you a little more impressive and go to as far to say as you're the master of time, and you need to look the part. And he basically you see like a dummy standing in front of you, which wears like a how was it again? Like a futuristic robe? Please help me out here.
Wow, it's been a while.
I thought it was like a robe with LED lights on it and stuff.
Could be, yes, with a metallic long beard.
I didn't think metallic though. Just
No, just a
Father
long
Time.
white beard, yes.
Basically, he looks like a flashy, futuristic version of Father Time.
Yes.
Also, if you put in if you put on this special mask, it'll look like your eyes are glowing.
Fascinating.
So basically, that means you have to not use your typical mask, but you'll be using a long flowing beard and another mask that'll basically also hide your identity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, give the staff a try.
Okay.
By just holding it, I think you'll suddenly get a quite considerable power boost.
Yes, he grabs the staff. Yes, I am now the master of time. No, not really.
Do not go mad with power. Also, you'll notice that if you push that button on there, you now have a force bubble to protect you, since you were not very well protected before, I noted.
I know. Force bubble. Oh, I was looking at where I suddenly got that +8 toughness from. Reverse damage, revert injuries. I'm still your healer. Wow, temporarily face insubstantial.
You already had that.
Okay.
The only thing that's really new is age shift, mass time shift, and mass time stop.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, you can stop multiple people, and you can also just teleport multiple people now.
One move action carrying 50 pounds. Wow.
You suddenly probably now start thinking, why did we make all this preparation of how getting inside? We can just teleport in.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I was already reading that, but I was like, not gonna metagame, do we?
Oh, your temporal sidestep is also enhanced. It is now a teleport 3 instead of a 1, making it 250 feet as a reaction.
Oh, nice.
Force bubble +8 toughness. Now I see.
Oh yes.
Visions of the...
I forgot to mention, the rope has a built-in anti-gravity harness. He puts it over you.
Yes, I start floating.
Yes.
Give me the blueprints.
Never. He says with a smile.
Okay. Nice.
Alright.
I am now Cronus.
Moving on. Your power gave me the biggest challenge. He wags a finger at Good Day.
Yes, Good Day has been fondling his beard pretty much all this time. Looking very fascinated.
But I have devised a method, and for this we're going to need this device. He gestures towards a large ring-like contraption that looks like a person could be held inside. They're like sort of manacle-like devices. It looks like some sort of torture device to you, probably. Now then, one of my colleagues in the crime league, or should I say former colleagues, we haven't seen him in a while, Black Star, he has special wristband devices that put him in contact with the shadow plane, drawing forth shadow energy. Sounds all very unscientific, but I've managed to gather several samples. And I think I can power up, and I think I can power up your cloak by feeding it shadow energy. This should give you a substantial power boost. I also think I can eliminate one of your flaws in your tactic, meaning that you need a staff. And I'm going to basically shove the staff inside of you. Hear me out.
You're going to shove the staff inside of my what now?
Now be a dear and bent over.
By feeding the cloak with shadow energy, you'll become one with the cloak, becoming a living dimensional portal. If you just put it inside of you, the staff will be inside of you, and since you are the portal, you'll still be able to use its powers. Am I brilliant or am I brilliant?
Well, I
does sound
I
scary.
understand a whole lot of that, but yes, I suppose. Exactly because I don't understand.
It might be very dangerous, and it might change your psyche on a fundamental level, but we all have to make sacrifices for power, do we not?
Power, you mentioned, that's something I... Yes.
Is nobody worried? Cause
yeah.
Good Day seems to be totally on board.
Changing its psychological makeup, how?
Because all of you get power-ups you can take off.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what's the prognosis for, long-term effects and whatnot?
Dr. Simeon does a comical shrug.
Eh.
Nose, let's experiment.
I shoot a worried demon glance at the Dr. Paradox. This sounds rather unsafe.
Maybe someone else we have to put out of misery.
You cannot make progress without breaking a few eggs. It seems your friend is on board.
Maybe he doesn't know what he's doing.
Do not worry. This device has also, let's just say, a reverse setting. I can drain him of the shadow energy again, returning him to normal. Like I said, I'm not certain about what the long-term effects on his psyche will be, but, risk not... goddammit, what's it saying?
I don't know this one.
God damn it. Pretend he said something insightful.
Ah, right. Insightful.
About if you want to reap rewards, you have to be ready to take risks.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny. I pretend I said something insightful and everybody goes,
That's a very good point you make, Dr. Simeon. Very good point.
Now, if you please, he gestures towards the device.
Yes. I do believe this is my decision. He looks at the people who are doubting it. Doubting
Really?
this. Yes. And so he's going to try to figure out how I suppose he'll put on the ring sort of thing or whatever.
You just need to get into the device, and your arms and your hands and your feet will be put into the manacles, and they'll snap shut. You get the feeling there's no more escape.
Kinky.
And he says, "Now let's experiment." And he flips a very large switch while laughing maniacally. And your laughter quickly dies down, though, as pain courses through your body, as you're being fed with the cold and life-draining energies of the shadow dimension. Yeah, it feels like you're slowly being frozen alive. It's not fun.
Is this normal? I kind of feel like...
Yes. Oh, I assure you, it's very normal. He says this while the rest of the Freedom Foes see their friend suffering.
Yeah,
basically what you see now is that slowly his entire body starts to get engulfed by an all-encompassing void.
I've seen buddies of mine go through stuff like this. It never ends well.
Yes. And then, as soon as it's engulfed his entire chest, without any remorse or kind words, the doctor just shoves it in there, the staff. Which is very painful. Let me assure you.
And he makes
no lubrication whatsoever.
pain grunt or something.
I think a pain scream is more.
Okay, a pain scream.
Yes, and then when the horrible experiment is finally done, there is no more good day. The friend you once knew is gone. Instead, you just see a living shadow, a monstrous abomination with red glowing eyes. Like I said, living shadow in the form of a man.
Does somebody have a mirror?
Well, we're gonna do the Joker scene, and then Rajia tremblingly gives you a mirror.
He looks at his new form and then starts. He puts his hands into the air and
Everybody now start trembling in fear.
says, "Power!"
Ah, the sound of a satisfied customer.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I do believe I need some place to experiment with this, with my new powers. Then,
Of course. And by the way, that pain from before, it's gone. Actually, you feel kind of numb now. Like nothing
And it's
can hurt
gone.
you. Yes.
I am floating above the pain now.
And now we're gonna do a montage, shall we say? And Dr. Simi theatrically goes, and I now give to you my Legion of Vengeance.
How quaint. I mean, how quaint.
Presenting the Recluse. All right, Nico, show off.
Yes,
On
get off
the
the
red
wall.
carpet. Do
Showing
the
off.
walk. Do the walk.
Let's say
Yeah,
you
okay.
have some time to practice with your suits.
Yeah, he's managed to get himself down from the wall. Surprisingly, with minimal damage. It just goes into a little flurry of attacks, like 6 hands, reaching any which way. Then pulls out the swords and just becomes a whole, whirling storm of steel.
Yes, and
Precise.
And for the
Whirling
people at
storm,
home,
by the way.
as you ended in a cool action pose, your name appears before you in a spidery font. Xing, the Recluse. And next, it's Death Metal. And then, of course, Metal starts playing.
Oh yeah, metal starts playing. A bomb drops about the hulking figure of death metal, and he just walks through the explosion, not looking back because that's what cool guys do. He moved his hand commandingly to the metal, and metal flows around, and it makes all kinds of pretty origami folding meshes out of that. Even a little crane bird. And then he tosses it all out. And of course, with lightning shooting from his hand, he makes his name Death Metal out of swords and axes and arrows.
Oh
Death
wow,
Metal.
you make your own title. Yes. And next, Kronos, Master of Time.
Whew, okay. All right, Kronos just floats to the front when you see life burst to flowers and trees burst to life around him, dying immediately again, going to age several times over again.
Gary.
As you see buildings being built and crumble behind it.
Although I do think you should have come out of a portal as your intro.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he
Yeah.
floats there, just with actually the wave of time behind him. Just everything rises and crumbles.
Oh yeah, and we didn't do this yet. I described everybody's look, but in your case, I was a little bit fake. That is a robe and stuff like that, and a beard. Yeah, give him a good description of what he looks now with his entire getup.
Did he have a mask on? I can't remember.
Actually, I think because of the cloak, you can't really see the mask. You see just like some darkness and some glowing eyes in the hood.
Yes, that is true. Yes.
The mask is just what causes the glow.
His face is shrouded in darkness. Where his eyes should be, they are two glowing bulbs of light, I would say.
Ooh, what color do they have?
What is
Blue?
time?
Purple.
I'd personally go with blue or yellow.
Yellow.
Okay.
Bright yellow eyes.
Ooh, the color of evil.
Yes. And
Oh,
a
what
long, white, silvery beard, perfectly trimmed, going from his nose ring mustache all the way to the point, with a very long beard.
Yes.
And now he no longer talks in a monotone voice, but he talks like this. Like, I am an old man now.
Oh, and you need to have a reverberating, timey voice.
Yes, my voice is reverberating through time.
Oh, and he probably also... what color does your robe have? Black, I guess?
That's more death-like. I think it's more like purple or something.
Purple?
Because
Yes,
time
which
is
decides?
constant flowing, but not always right. I don't know.
Okay. It's a purple cloak then, and it has like this circuitry pattern going through it that like
Yes.
glows with a with a yellow color.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's wearing some sort of sci-fi cloak. I mean robe.
I am Kronoth, the master of time.
Yes. And your title like warps into view.
Mm-hmm. Some of it decaying, others growing.
And finally, the Night's Terror.
I do like that name. The Night Terror.
Okay.
Yes.
You're
Sure.
getting-
Yeah,
Come on.
I suppose. What does it insubstantial mean?
Your pure shadow energy. That technically also means you can move through solid objects.
I suppose he will he will kind of. So where are we even now?
In a map,
Somewhere.
but for the purpose of the montage, it's not important. You're wherever you want to be. It's a montage.
Yeah, well,
to
I
show
suppose
off
we-
your cool new powers.
So did you say I can go through solid objects?
Yes.
Or-
Yes.
Yeah. So I suppose he'll come out of the wall of some sort of a building. We've come to a street somewhere abandoned, so he can test out his powers, and he will
Cats
use,
flee in terror.
shadowy figure that flies in the air, and he will hold up his staff of endings, and
Oh, you don't
make
need.
some-
Remember, the staff is inside of you. It just comes out of your hands or whatever part of your body you want.
Out the way it came in.
Yes. Yes, he now has a very hard staff in the front.
Well, technically, it's in its pocket dimension, but yeah, he is
Yes.
the pocket dimension. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't need even that. So he just holds out his arms, and I suppose. Well, he'll make sure this place is indeed safe from any prying eyes, and he will do a sweep with his with a mystic barrage and mystic bolts flying out of his arms, and in fact, he will even try melting a nearby. Some sort of a cool target nearby. Let's say a car that nobody seems to care about. An abandoned one, yes.
stop worrying about details. It's just a montage to make you look cool.
Yeah.
So, in short, you cause a lot of destruction, and when the rubble clears, you're standing in what looks like a war zone, a living nightmare. And then the dark title appears above you. Night Terror.
With, and of course, in the name Terror, the O is the Earth, and over the Earth is a shadowy figure that tries to grab it all.
Hey, he's not a member of Shadow.
No. This is Night Terror trying to grab the entire Earth.
Yes, of course. And it says, and then Dr. Simeon says, yes, and of course, you wouldn't be a legion without minions. Say hello to your henchmen. And he introduces you to a small army of uniformed henchmen with laser rifles. Okay, quickly describe what kind of uniform your henchmen wear.
Do we have 4 different sets of henchmen, or do we have...
yes, I was going to say that. We have 4 different sets of henchmen, each...
Well, they could come with different outfits, sure, but they'll all be mechanically the same.
Yes, their color patterns are just changed equally to specify our looks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe the minions of Kronos could maybe have like futuristic sights.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and some of them actually has a face mask that looks young, adult, or old.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Good one. Well, mine, of course, have spiky shoulders that are too big for their bodies. A skull mask, because why not? And they have laser guns and flamethrowers, because fire, man, fire.
Excellent. What about yours, Nico?
I don't honestly know. I've been thinking. Hello?
Ninjas.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, they're the Foot Clan.
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't have to go with that.
The
You have a
Foot
spider
Clan,
team now.
except... Oh, well, the Arachno Clan, then. They're like the Foot Clan, but competent and spider-themed.
Okay,
With
let's
swords.
say they have similar outfits to like Ghost Spider, just like less impressive.
Yeah, the original outfit, less flashy, of course.
And laser shuriken.
Yeah.
Yes. But what about your minions, Spofnen? What do you want them to look like?
I think they will be in a sort of black robes that have a sort of jagged checkered parts, sort of. They consist of a few parts, so they look kind of all jaggedy like, and whatnot. I don't know how to describe what I had in mind, but they also have a sort of hoods over their heads, so you can't really see their face.
Dark cultists.
And maybe instead of laser rifles, they should have laser staffs.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Magic wands that shoot lasers.
Oh yeah. Stop.
Yeah, well, yes, they have long wizard staves, sort of, kind of like, but at the end of them, they have some sort of a it's like they can kind of shoot beams out of the ends of their steel.
Don't worry about the details. I've told you that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you all, guys, for subscriptions. You all get more money bucks for that.
Money bucks.
And then
Money bucks are nice.
So you guys are like now standing in, well, actually, like I was gonna say in the background, but you're standing in the middle ground because in the background is like the small army of henchmen, and in the front stands Dr. Simeon with Rajia to the side, and he says, "Now, my legion of vengeance, go forth, claim your vengeance and destroy the Freedom League. Yes, evil laughter all along.
I want Dr. Simeon sitting on a metal throne with a black cloak.
Yeah.
Although I'm imagining, not Paradox, Scrapper laughing along, but sounding a little worried in his laughter.
Yeah, indeed. He's not. He may resort to sabotage.
Yes. And to be continued in the next episode. Oh, I forgot to mention what this adventure is called. It's called How Dr. Simeon Stole Christmas.
Nice.
Yes, that brings us to the end of today's episode. Tune in next time when it'll be the exciting battle you've all been waiting for. The Legion of Vengeance versus the Freedom League. Hey, Battle of the Titans. An event that will be remembered for ages. So be sure to tune in next time. Wow, my throat's killing me.
Keep on rolling those dice.
Yeah,
Thanks, please.
Let's call it a night. Say good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Listen to your metal.
And
Have some night terrors.
Hopefully not. But yes, tune in next time for the exciting continuation. I was gonna say conclusion, but I can't guarantee that. So hope to see you next time and keep on rolling those dice.
Yeah, be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too slow. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it, vibe with it, vibe with it. Be cool, just move with the groove. Let's go. No funk in here, the beat way too slow. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it, vibe with it. Yeah, be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too slow. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it, vibe with it, vibe with it. Be cool, just move with the groove. Let's go. Funk in here, the beat way too slow. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it, vibe with it. Unleash the verbal blessing, cold and thick with herbal lessons. So kick back, chill, relax, and learn a lesson. No 9mm, no heaters, a Smith & Wesson. You'll find this rhyme stay pure without question. This time, let's vibe with time without weapons and groove with the music in the smooth session. This time, let's vibe with time without weapons and the beat to me like sap to a tree. It's in me. The rap happens to set me free. Instantly when the mic touch this MC. Without the mic, this MC feel empty. I'm telling y'all, it's the lyrical recipe, lyrical ecstasy. Hearing no less from me, I accept and expect no less than the best. And inject intellect without disrespect. Come on, be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too slow. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it. Be cool, just move with the groove. No funk in here, the beat way too slow. Let's just do what we came to do. Just vibe with it.
The Night Terror.